Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of WP the Podcast, brought to you by WP Gears. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
Today we're going to talk about the best contact form plugins for WordPress. Tim, get us kicked off.
Yeah, absolutely. Contact form plugins are super important, and they're one of the plugins that you're pretty much going to use on every website that you build. And so we're going to talk about a few here. There's a lot of different options, but we're going to talk about the few that we have the most experience with and recommend. So the first one on the list is Forminator. And the reason why we put it top of the list is it's 100% free, and it's actually a very, very high value free plugin, meaning that WPMU Dev, they're one of the largest WordPress product companies. They packed a lot of value into Forminator, even though it's 100% free. It's not a freemium plugin. Everything is included in the free version. It's the only version. And they included a lot of features that you would normally have to pay for with other plugins. Things like multi-step contact forms, things like Stripe gateways to do payment forms, doing conditional logic and stuff like that. And so Forminator is awesome. I've used it myself on quite a few sites, and it's super powerful, super easy to use. And again, it's 100% free.
Great choice for number one. Number two on our list is the total opposite. There is no free version of this plugin. However, it is probably the de facto go-to WordPress form plugin, and it's Gravity Forms. They've been around for a really long time. Tim and I both use it. We both love Gravity Forms, and the reason why is it just works. It's an awesome product. A lot of the stuff that Tim just mentioned that's free in Forminator and stuff is not free in Gravity Forms. The good news is that, Gravity Forms has what is somewhat like a one-price model, which is you pay for the plugin and you get all of the things that Tim's talking about along with it. So you can use the Stripe add-on. It's not buy the form plugin, then a bunch of different added costs and stuff. It's one cost per year. But if you're building websites for clients, and you're building multiple websites throughout a year period, Gravity Forms developer license is very, very affordable. So check out Gravity Forms.
Yeah, absolutely. Love Gravity Forms. The third one on the list isn't actually a plugin, but it's basically the contact form that's built into your page builder. So these days, most people are using a page builder. David and I are huge fans of the Divi theme, and we have product companies where we create products for Divi. And so we use Divi. And so Divi has a very basic contact form module, as do Divi's competitors, the other page builders. And sometimes that's all you need. If it's a very, very simple site, it's maybe a low budget client, you don't want to have to add an extra plugin and do the styling to match, the rest of the site. Well, using what's built in there can be a really quick solution. But keep in mind, it's very, very limited, and it might not do, the things that you want to do. And so you might want to figure out what you need to be able to do before you go down that road.
Absolutely. Well, those are our top best contact form plugins for WordPress. Tomorrow in episode 621, we're going to talk about how often should you publish blog posts. Tim, until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow right here on WP the Podcast.